Hello, traders. Welcome to today's end of day market commentary. We're gonna wait just a few minutes to see, to give the other traders a chance to join us in our stream. Well, in the meantime, let's go through what we are going to analyze today, and we're going to analyze gold and crude oil because those two commodities have hit some pretty important levels, and the reaction to these levels is going to determine whether we're going to go long or short in the midterm to long-term basis. Now, remember that we don't like to take trades on an intraday basis. Sometimes our positions do hit the targets on an intraday basis, but remember that our positions are always taken from key levels for and we play well the cycles on an intra-week basis. So let's start with gold. As you remember on the last end of day market commentary, we talked about gold, and we talked about gold being hitting this important area of resistance. Okay, now what we had planned here was for a breakthrough this area of resistance to ultimately hit the 423.6 Fibonacci expansion target. Okay, and we also have hit the 76.4 of the entire move down, which means that not only that, but we also are in a very strong area of resistance again, even though we are in a very strong bull market, and we actually are not going to be trying to short this market just yet. We need a confirmation of the break of this very steep well up structure. If we go back down to the 1 hour chart, you can see that this up structure is very steep and hasn't broken yet. Just let me change the colors on my trend lines and put it on a different kind of okay. So basically this is the up structure that gold is trading in right now. And if we go back to the 4 hour chart, you can see that it is a very steep one that hasn't broken for the past couple of days. And that is very worrying for bulls, because what this structure is forming is a very, but very, very steep wedge. And you are going to see on our next commodity, which is crude oil, that when a very steep wedge breaks, the targets are actually all the way down to the base of the wedge. So basically, what we have here is a possibility for a short position, but not only we need a strong rejection through this level of resistance and the 423.6 Fibonacci expansion target, but also we need a break below this zone. This is the structure that we need to break in order for price or for gold to start dipping. If we don't break with this structure or this previous low, we are going higher. And the reason is that this is the area that gold tested before we had that big absorption candle. If you look at this, here is where we found some sellers. We try to, or buyers try to move above it, and remember, this is all around the 361.8 Fibonacci expansion target. And buyers tried to go above it, sellers pushed down 3 times before we had this huge absorption candle. Now, this is the level where buyers are going to be stepping in, trying to move forward and trying to keep to keep price from going lower. And as you can see right here, if I zoom in on my chart, you can see that we have this candle, the previous candle, that touches, tries to go down, tries to break with the wedge, can't actually break with it because we found buyers and we moved up. So always pay attention to the structure of the market, because the structure of the market is going to leave you clues to where you need to be positioned, or where you need to, or where price needs to break in order for you to make a move. Now, this is what we have here. So basically, we need a break from this level to at least test the 1272 level again, or we are going higher, which means that this level is going to be taken out. In the meantime, we remain flat because we are not going to enter a speculative position by shorting the market right here inside of an ascending wedge. Always look for confirmation, and this is the confirmation we need. Now, if we go to crude oil is a very interesting spot. As you can see, we were in a very also steep, not as steep as gold, but very steep up move and very steep wedge. And when we broke to the downside, we actually tested the lows of the wedge. Not only that, we hit the 272.2 Fibonacci expansion target right at the 48.25, on which we had a double bottom nicely um, nicely forming, and we went long at the break of the double bottom. We are still long with our stops below 48, and we are hoping for a test of the 50 Fibonacci retracement level, which confluence perfectly with the break of the uh, of the channel. And as you can see here, well, this was a very strong channel tested once, twice, three times, four times. Okay, and such a strong ascending support, when it breaks, it usually gets retested to the upside. Okay, so what we're going to well, what we are doing here is we are actually going long at this very strong area of support with our stops below 48, and we are hoping for a well, a test of this zone right here. Okay, these are our targets. Now let me zoom in again on the chart. Now that you've seen what we have done here, remember, don't start chasing trades right now if you didn't get the well, the alert on the trade is because you are not subscribed to our alert services, and you can do so at standardtrade.com. But right now you shouldn't be, well, you shouldn't be chasing the market, because your stops are going to be very big, and you might get, when we might get another pullback to the zone before going higher. Now, this is the area that we are aiming at. Okay, well, basically, this is the zone of resistance that our targets are placed at. And the reason our targets are placed below the 50 and below the well, the ascending channel is because we want to get filled, and we don't know how price is going to react to this previous area of support that we might test a resistance again. If we go ahead and we zoom in, you can see that we had huge reactions here, and this area was actually a point of control of previous sessions, which means that we are going to have a lot of volume placed in here, which means that I'm sorry about that, which means that big money is going to be placed here as a sell point. So we do want to get filled, and we are aiming at around 100 ticks on this trade, which means that it's going to be a better than 1 to 3 risk to reward scenario for us. Now, if you want to get notified of these end of day commentaries, more market commentaries, just subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you're going to get notified once we create the event. And we do go live every single day. And if you want to get our alerts, just go to snapthetrade.com and subscribe to our alert services. When we also have a very nice market analysis service, where you are going to receive daily analysis via email, and you are going to get access to a 4-hour trade room every single day.